Hey guys, I'm back, and yeah, I am going to be making another video series, basically another rant series, basically similar of how my Pokemon rants were, but this will be more of an ongoing series, but anyways, I'll be talking about like different archetypes, like six samurais, and so on. And to start this off, I'm actually not going to be talking about my favorite uh, archetype, that being Gem Knights, but a different archetype that I feel that needs a little more love, to say the least, and that is the Koa'ki archetype. Yeah, Koa'ki Rooklord. Now, for all those who don't know what Koa'ki are, I'll try and fill you in. Koa'ki is a deck that archetype that spreads like over like 10 sets, but overall the cards within the archetype itself are worth about $2 and less, and I'm not even kidding on that, you guys. And yeah, and the deck overall does have some consistency issues, and this was all before the Fire Fist archetype was released, and yeah, the deck suffered from consistency problems, and since all if not most of them had some sort of maintenance cost for you to basically upkeep them on the field, it resulted in them either one, you having to splash them in different decks, or two, if you ran a pure Koa'ki deck, you basically had those monsters sent to the graveyard. And as of now, since everybody's playing Exceed monsters, you can basically overlay like two or more of your Koa'ki into like a rank 4, since a predominant number of the Koa'ki monsters are level 4. And the funny thing about Koa'ki is that the vast majority of them are level 4 monsters, and the vast majority of them do have 1900 attack for 4-star monsters, so yeah, it's pretty much that. And their effects usually generally work in the fetching things from the deck or locking down your opponent, and the aspect of they can't special summon light or dark monsters or activate light and dark monster effects. And with that being said, Koa'ki are best used as an um, anti-meta or beatdown deck, seeing as how the game is predominantly, light and dark attribute monsters like Chaos Dragons, Constellars, Evil Swarms. Yeah, I finally pulled an Ophion, damn bastard. Anyways, this is going to one of my friends. So yeah, not for trade. And thus, yeah. And the deck, and Koa'ki do have are pretty good nowadays, with cards like Fire Fist Bear and Fire Formation Tenki. And Tenki, I guess you could say, was kind of a godsend for the deck, since it greatly boosted consistency, as well as cards like Pot of Duality as well. So yeah, and one thing about Koa'ki is that they have like 3 boss monsters within the main deck. One of them being Rooklord. And Rooklord is basically 2800, basically a 2800 beater, so yeah, I'll just read off Rooklord's effect quickly. During each of your end phases during this, destroy this card unless you send one Iron Core of Koa'ki from your hand to the graveyard. Now all Koa'ki have that first portion of the effect, and the rest of it is, or Rooklord's first effect is that, or reveal you get to basically reveal one iron core of Koa'ki Meirus, or reveal one warrior type monster from your hand. So yeah, it's basically that line effects, but a little different depending on what type the Koa'ki Meirus monster is. So, and the rest of his effect is Rooklord's effect, that you contribute some of this monster by tributing one Koa'ki Meirus monster. So yeah, that's good. And when this monster is normal summoned, you can play one Koa'ki Meirus monster on one Koa'ki Meirus card in general in your graveyard to destroy up to 2 cards your opponent controls. So any 2 cards, and since this format's going to be a back row heavy format, you can basically use Rooklord's effect and pop 2 cards, namely in like the back row or 2 monsters. And thus, yeah, Koa'ki Meirus Rooklord is, I like to say, you can get away with running 2 in your deck. So yeah, I only have 1 for now, but yeah. And on top of that, it's pretty much that, you guys. Yeah, Koa'ki Meirus can be a very strong deck depending on how you built it and whatnot. And if you're a good enough player, which I know I'm not, it's pretty much that, you guys. And on top of the fact that, again, Koa'ki Meirus are extremely splashable, but since they can, turn off like light and dark decks, like Constellars and Evil Swarms, it's best not to put them in any light or dark attribute deck because of it. Like, again, Constellars, Chaos Dragons, or Evil Swarms. So yeah, it's pretty much that, you guys. And on top of that, you guys, Koa'ki Meirus, I wish they were actually higher tier, but anyways. So yeah, you guys, it's again one of those archetypes that has the potential to be good, and thus also Exceed monsters were basically, I guess you could say, the saving grace in the terms, but still. So yeah, you guys. So yeah, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like, subscribe, what have you. So yeah, expect me to do these on a weekly basis, and yeah. Aries out. Later. Peace.